The hawk of the kingdom of the planet of the apes hides much more than we thought. In recent hours, what appears to be a leak of the story of the kingdom of the planet of the apes has circulated on the internet. A leak that will change forever what we think about this society, because in one of the scenes, it could show a type of initiation ritual to connect apes and hawks. A ritual that positions Noah as a messiah in this story. Do you want to know more? Then stay tuned to this video. And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Welcome to the Oasis Geek. After the release of the trailer for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, many fans of the Caesar trilogy noticed that the tone of this movie would be different. It seems to be oriented more towards an adventure film, and not following the apocalyptic narratives to which the franchise had been used to. In addition, recent leaks could confirm that Noah's story has more similarities with Star Wars movies and other messiahs in science fiction. But what exactly does this leak contain? The information comes from the Twitter account, Cryptic 4K Qual. Known for leaking details about Hollywood movies, this account is respected by many people within the film industry. The message discussing this leak reads as follows. In Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Noah, Suna, and a fellow ape ascend a towering structure to collect eagle eggs. These eagles form a unique bond with the ape who selects them, thereafter nurtured by the apes. A ceremonial ritual marks this special bond between ape and eagle. If this leak is true, it means that the tone of this film is different from what we think. To understand the importance of this ritual, we must remember the stories of the savior archetypes. Generally, messiahs in stories must go through a process of initiation. Take, for example, the Avatar movie. In this one, we witness Jake Sully, the protagonist, at a critical moment where he bonds with his Banshee. A rite to transition into his new alien reality, symbolizing his acceptance and understanding of Na'vi culture. This initiation is crucial to his transformation and acceptance within the alien community. In another context, in The Matrix, the character of Neo is faced with a symbolic choice between the red pill and the blue pill. Choosing the red pill represents his willingness to learn the truth about reality and marks the beginning of his journey as the chosen one. This act of choice and subsequent initiation separates him from the rest of the characters and sets him on a path to humankind's salvation. Similarly, in the Star Wars universe, the creation of a lightsaber by a Jedi is a significant rite of initiation. It represents not only the mastery of the skills necessary to construct such a weapon, but also a deep understanding of the Force and a commitment to the way of the Jedi. With the character of Noah having to undergo these initiations or rituals raises the question of how this will change the Planet of the Apes universe. The idea of a chosen one in this universe is not new. As in the previous films, the messianic figure was Caesar, but we never saw Caesar having to go through this kind of ordeal. The reason is because a tonal shift has occurred in the film. The original Planet of the Apes films were focused on animal abuse and politics, and were a little more of a philosophical film. The Caesar trilogy was a more apocalyptic film that was focused on a somewhat biblical view of the events on the Planet of the Apes. But this film will follow in the footsteps of the hero's journey, something we mentioned in a previous video. The director of this movie, Wes Ball, stated that this new Planet of the Apes installment took inspiration from Star Wars. In the news, the director said the following. When I first started on it, I said, I feel like Apes needs a little bit of Star Wars. It's all still very grounded in reality, but it is essentially a quest narrative. Our main character, the young, impressionable Noah, played by Owen Teague, meets characters along the way, and becomes awakened as he winds up in a place that will test him. And he ultimately becomes his true self. We haven't kidified it or Disneyfied it, if I'm allowed to say that, but we have brought a younger spirit to it. When we read this news in the past, we wondered what this director was referring to with those statements, and theorized that perhaps Noah would have to go through the hero's journey. This would mean that the story of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes could be a reinvention of the hero's journey, and that Noah would be a type of chosen one within his tribe to carry on Caesar's legacy. Proximus would be the villain in the story, and the format of the movie would be more akin to an adventure, and not an action drama movie like the previous ones. I think this change in the Planet of the Apes universe is a rather risky one, but it turns out to be a rather striking and effective formula for conveying ideas. Although Messiah stories are usually a cliché in cinema, if they are told in the right way, they can yield pretty good results. After all, the best stories of mankind, those that have passed from generation to generation, have gone through this archetype of the savior. But then, what would this ritual be like? The ape may feel a special attraction to a specific hawk, feeling a unique connection. This feeling is not certain, but may be strong enough to motivate the ape to approach the hawk's nest. The ape might choose to pick up an egg from the nest. This action would be carried out with great care and respect, showing deep reverence for the bird and its environment. The ape might recognize the importance of this act, although there is no guarantee that the bird will accept this interaction. The ape might then move the egg to its home, offering it protection and care. This stage of the ritual could symbolize a commitment and the hope of establishing a future connection. It is likely that the apes community would gather to celebrate this attempt to forge a bond between the ape and the hawk. In addition, this ritual could be used by the tribe to discern whether the ape has reached adulthood, or even to assess whether it is ready to assume a leadership role. The ritual of the hawk is an interesting element that we could explore in this movie. And it might not be the only ritual, since characters like Proximus Caesar or Koro could have their own customs and rituals. But tell me, what do you think about the hawk ritual in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes? And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You are on the Oasis Geek.